The biggest reason why everyone is talking about Nvidia stock is because the company recently reported quarterly financial results after the stock markets closed on Wednesday, May 28th, 2025. The management team also held a conference call with Wall Street analysts where they delivered insights on the latest quarterly results. And I read through that entire transcript of that conference call with Wall Street analysts and pulled out some of the key things that I think you all need to know about and should know about if you're interested in buying or selling NVIDIA stock. So I'm going to highlight those factors here.
I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
So NVIDIA has already launched its next generation Grace Blackwell technology, and it consisted over 70% of its data center revenue in the most recent quarter. But NVIDIA is working on an upgrade to that B200 technology with what it's calling the B300. And the B300 GPUs have 50% more HBM, which stands for high bandwidth memory, and will deliver another 50% increase in dense inference compute performance compared to the B200, which is the Grace Blackwell technology they have out there right now. So a 50% increase in inference compute performance is a big jump forward. They also remain committed to their annual product release. Their roadmap extends through 2028, which is tightly aligned with the multi-year planning cycles of their customers. So let me break this down a little bit because there's a lot to digest there in that statement. First of all, the annual product cadence. NVIDIA, prior to this boom in AI demand, used to upgrade their technology roughly every 2 years. Now they say that they have upgraded that to annual performance upgrades. And for the previous 2 or 3 years, they've been doing that with the Hopper technology last year, and now with the Grace Blackwell technology this year. And then next year, they're planning their what they're calling Rubin technology. And so they plan to do this every year, and they have this planned at least through 2028. So that's several years of product innovation that's coming through for NVIDIA that's going to drive demand. Now, also along the lines, this statement, they're saying it's tightly aligned with their cycles of their customers. So one of the benefits of NVIDIA having such a large customer concentration with Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, and Meta platforms making up such a large percentage of the company's overall revenue. One of the benefits of that is that you can give them a great customer value proposition. You can communicate with them more effectively and plan with them more effectively compared to, for instance, if you're Apple and you have a billion customers, your revenue is a lot more fragmented and split more small among more customers. So each customer represents a tiny fraction of Apple's overall revenue, whereas with NVIDIA, each one of those customers I highlighted represents a large percentage of its overall revenue. So it can talk with them, it can go back and forth and optimize that relationship and get the most out of that relationship, right? It can ask them, what are you looking for over these next few years? What can we provide for you over these next few years? How can we make things easier for you? And then in return, NVIDIA can deliver to them ways that they can improve their product roadmap. So Microsoft, Alphabet, and Amazon and Meta platforms can tell NVIDIA, this is what we're looking for. This is our plan for the next few years. We would appreciate if you would have this kind of technology available this year, and then this kind of technology available next year, and then the year after that, this kind of technology available. And then in terms of quantities, we're looking for this many billions of dollars worth this year, and then most likely this many billions of dollars worth the year after that, and then that many billions of dollars worth the following year. Also, we would like in that some certainty and some flexibility. We would like to be able to pay you uh, a certain amount right now, just to make sure that you can have that available for us at that time. But we would also like maybe something in the contract where we can reduce the purchase amount should there be some change in our performance, in our revenue, in our business, right? So that's one of the benefits of having few customers make up a large percentage of your revenue. And then the downside is, of course, if there should be some major headwind in one of those four companies. For example, Amazon is expecting to spend over $100 billion in capital expenditures in 2025, and a large percentage of that will go to Nvidia. And so, should Amazon experience some big headwind, let's say as a result of tariffs, Amazon business starts to struggle significantly in 2025, and then in 2026, instead of increasing its capital expenditures, it actually slashes it, let's say by $50 billion. That would be a big negative for Nvidia's business just because something went wrong with just one of its customers, right? So that's the risk of having a large concentration of your business connected to a few customers. And then, of course, you have the benefits. So Nvidia also saying that they're experiencing a sharp jump in inference demand. Man, that's great to hear, isn't it? After several consecutive quarters where Nvidia's revenue has increased by more than 70 or almost 70% or more, in some quarters over 100%, and you've seen the monthly active user base of large language models grow by hundreds of millions of customers, they're still seeing a sharp jump in demand. And that's what I've been talking about in recent quarters and recent years, is that we're just at the very early stages of the development of artificial intelligence. The increase in innovation in this area continues to be significant, as I talked about here, right? The B300 GPU is going to have a 50% increase in compute performance improvement. 50% improvement in compute performance is a large leap forward. And so you're still seeing these types of huge increases in this industry, which is driving this positive virtuous cycle, which nearly every expert, including NVIDIA's CEO, says that it's still very early stages and there is a long runway for improvement. This is partly the reason why I had NVIDIA stock rated as one of the best stocks to buy this year. And one of the reasons why I bought NVIDIA stock myself is because I'm reasonably confident in the long-term prospects of the artificial intelligence market. I don't think this is a 1 or 2 year thing. I think this is a 10 or 20-year thing that will continue growing significantly in that time frame. Hey everyone, I'm excited to announce that my book is finally available for sale. I've been working on it for more than a year now, so I'm really excited to finally share this with you now. It goes through my framework for evaluating stocks. Some of you often ask why I like this stock or why I like the other stock, and this framework provides you the things that I look at when I'm evaluating stocks. I've added the link in the description below.